started. All
He's
right.
crazy ass gamer. No, I'm joking.
What's up, everybody? Long time no talk. It's Vicious and Anubis here with the Immersive Arcade podcast. And as per always, we always got to comment on like 100 different things involving gaming, involving social commentary. Often those things are going to go hand in hand, especially with the climate of games these days. You know what I mean? Before we get into that, we're on Medium. Yeah, man, let's just do something nice and easy while we're talking on this shit so we don't have to, like, think extra fucking hard about everything.
Choosing our words and our actions at the same time.
Yeah, like, you know, my arm. Like, I have to think about my fucking arm being broken while I stem myself with the same arm and a different arm. Let's put it right here or whatever. That way we can, like, survey the area. But, yeah. So there's a couple things actually. Like, I'm sorry to ambush you with this. I know we're going to talk about the Assassin's Creed thing, but do you want to talk about like X-Men '97 at all? You finished it, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, we can talk about that too. I guess it's whatever. I'm just here for the ride.
Yeah, yeah. No, I got you. So I'm gonna kick things off while trying to select my stratagems. Hopefully, I don't do something stupid. But I think that this whole controversy surrounding Yasuke, I believe is how you pronounce it, Yasuke. I don't think it's Yasuke. It's Yasuke.
It's Yasuke.
Yeah. So the whole thing surrounding Yasuke, it's annoying. It's stupid. And every time I see this dude anywhere, you know, it's always a controversy, and it's always people doubting. It's always.
I can name before you continue, and I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I can name one time where this has happened, sort of, and nobody gave a shit.
What's that?
Neo.
Yeah, that exactly. Which is funny. It's funny because I was gonna work that in, and I still might later, but yeah. So nobody cared about him being in Neo, and probably because he was a side quest thing. Like, it wasn't like a part of the main, like, you didn't have to run into this dude ever.
It's a hell of a side quest because I only played through the game while playing with you, but he was in like 4 or 5 different missions, right? He's in there. He's not like, I don't think calling that a side quest is really, I don't think that does that justice.
I only remember like he was on 2 quests for me from what I remember, and I think you could play as him. And I think you could potentially summon him as an ally, if I remember correctly. But I could be wrong. It's been a while since I played that. I have so many hours in that game. It's ridiculous. And like how I just sort of like haven't played it in quite some time it's insane. Definitely still I'd rather have Neo 3 than motherfucking another Rise of the Ronin though. But you know, and honestly, that's a conversation for like a quarters episode maybe. But yeah, nobody cared about his inclusion into Neo 2. And Neo famously is the game that I didn't buy the first one of because I was so sick of white people just being put into like the samurai setting instead of like, you know, actual
samurais.
Yeah, and it's not to say that there wasn't any like white people like have traveled to Japan, like that much is like, you know, undeniable, you know, and there very may well have been like a couple of white samurais. I don't know the history of it, and I'm not saying that that's not interesting, but you know, what makes Yasuke more interesting than that is like that's not something in that time period that was as common. Like, white people were trying to open Japan up for quite some time to trade, if I remember correctly, if my history is right. And you know, as for black people, like I think some of us may have been traded, you know.
Literally the story of Yasuke.
Yeah, Yasuke was a slave, and he was sold to Oda Nobunaga. So, like, this is an actual figure in history. A lot of people like to conflate and argue that he was a servant, but, you know, I was watching a video last night, actually, saying that terminology of, like, retainer and servant or whatever, like, it was, like, very different back then. And Yasuke definitely had his own sword. He was You know, for lack of like a better term, right now, like he was a guard. You know, like he did serve Oda Nobunaga, but doesn't mean like he wasn't a samurai. You know what I
It
mean?
was, and I'll share some stuff with you later. But there's retainers and all this other shit. Like, oh, that was Yasuke. He was a retainer. Back during that time period, literally meant that he was indeed a samurai, for starters.
Okay.
Second,
Yeah.
like there's written documentation. Oh, hello there. There's written documentation from like some of Oda's, I want to say servants, that he was a samurai. Like, yeah, they were like, yeah, he's got like a pension and shit. He's the real deal.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Japanese people who are descended from samurai under Oda's, I want to say rule, service, care, whatever, are like, yeah, so Yasuke served with my great 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 uncle or whatever the fuck, you know, and people are like, oh no, he was black. He can't be a samurai. He was black.
Yeah. Like,
where's the Japanese character, the main Japanese character, best fucking ninja we've ever seen, apparently, because nobody's noticed that there's a Japanese ninja on the in the game with Yasuke. You can play as both of them.
yeah, they're co-protagonists, from what I understand, and I don't even know if you need to play one over the other in like, you know, different circumstances or whatever. But yeah, we just came from this place. I'm sorry.
Good. I'm half following you and half trying to remember how to open up my map.
Oh, I don't know what the button is on Xbox controllers, but the select button, I guess. But yeah, so with all that being said, Yasuke definitely has a place. That's a fucking tank right there, dog. I don't have nothing to blow that up. But all that being said, you know, it shows you like the great lengths people will go to just to say that something is woke. You know what I mean? And we've talked about that before. It's clown activity. Who cares if, like, you know, there was just one black guy, and I think it was more than one. Like, you know what I mean? It was more than one black guy that was a samurai. From what somebody said something about it. I don't remember his name, unfortunately, but you know, there it is. Like, right. Even if it's just one, this is a historical figure. They wanted to make a game with him as a protagonist. That's fine. You know, there's dozens of games with Oda Nobunaga in it, and like they portray him in ways that I don't believe he actually was. Right. Because I've watched historical videos saying that Oda Nobunaga was kind of crazy. You know, and they portray him like this completely sane, noble dude. You know, but right. Who knows? I don't know. I could be mistaken, but you know, it's just crazy how people will just clown and like just try and like, you know, make it seem like developers are trying to cater to us, you know, just to have some color in the game. It's like, dude, don't you know that Japan is still there's still people of color, Japanese people? Like, you know, what does it make it better because they're not dark skinned? It's stupid.
I forgot that whole time period where white people used to literally call them like yellow and shit.
Yeah, I mean the time period where they used to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they still do. Like at you know, the job we work at, man. We like, motherfuckers still will call them that. You know, they don't really care.
Yeah, for sure. I don't doubt that one bit.
Yeah, it's insane. Like there's a lot of Asian hate. But you know, I was really glad to see that this game was going to be in Japan. I'm not expecting it to be better than Ghost of Tsushima, but God, if it was, then that would be awesome. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not trying to count it out just yet, but yeah, like I think the main problem that I have with Assassin's Creed, like just personally, with this game is like they're giving us the option to be like this, you know, like a fucking what would you call it, like a DPS character. You know what I mean? Like Assassin's Creed, I feel like should have characters that are like more roguish, and they don't really do that a lot. Like the last game was all the way around, bro, 360. I'll tell you when. But the last game was about Vikings, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't understand that. Like nothing about Vikings. You're good. You're good. What the hell? It says vertical alignment required. No, there we go. We're good. But yeah, the last game was about Vikings, and I to this day I don't understand because I don't think Vikings are stealthy. I know that that's where I'm going to. Yeah, I know that pirates are considered rogues, but the thing is, like, what is so stealthy about a motherfucking ship? You know, that shoots cannons and shit. I didn't play that game, but you see what I'm saying here, though, right? Like, I want a stealthy game. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh jeez! Oh god!
Yeah.
That's my bad.
You're good. But yeah, I want a stealthy game, and I'm getting it, but I just don't understand why they couldn't make that like more of like a focus. You know,
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be the one to be like, oh well, this game has a black guy in it, or you know, it's just weird. You know what I mean? Especially when we're not represented as much as we should be throughout history. You know,
Right.
But I'm sorry, I feel like I'm talking like way too much here.
No, you're
Did you
good.
want to get in?
I want to say I've said like most of everything that I've wanted to say, but I mean it's not just it goes back to like I've been telling people I'm dying. It goes back to what I've been saying pretty much on Twitter and stuff anyway, and I feel like I have people, for anybody who's watching this who's following me, I feel like I have people who are in positions where they would like to maybe like the tweets or whatever and can't. I know there's one person in particular. I don't know what we're calling famous. She's famous to me, but she's working on a game that I really want to play. I'm not going to call her out because I protect her sanity.
Yeah.
I don't log down and stuff, but you know, I lost my train of thought.
You're just talking about people who protecting their people who don't want to like light your stuff just for the simple fact of like trying to not cause a lot of controversy between people, between their followers or whatever.
Like I was saying, it goes back to what I was saying. Just start bullying racists. I mean, aggressively even, especially online. And there's a guy I shared on Twitter actually. He got canceled. Somehow he called out racism again in like the VTuber community. It's just terrible, actually. Even more so than I would even say like the gaming community, because Japan's in on it, and you know, I want to say that they're in on it, but they're.
You said they're in on it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well,
like, I just caught that part. It's just, it sounded funny to me. My bad. I'm childish.
I don't know, how to describe. I don't want to say, like, oh, they're
not. They're complicit.
I mean, like, it is.
They're complicit.
Racist.
That's what you mean. They're complicit.
Yeah, and it feels like a step above that, but like, I don't think like they mean it. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, but. Anyway, as I was saying, he called it out and he got canceled for it, and he made a couple of series of videos and he was just ragging on the community, and it's like, hey, well, I mean, shit, that's how I feel like it should be handled.
Honestly,
but, if you get sued or canceled, whatever, I mean, damn, but shit, apparently that's not a community you really want to be a part of anyway. So,
right. What's that dropship at? Right above me. I got something for you guys. There you go. But yeah, man. The thing is, I am just so sick, and I already talked about this on my channel, but I wanted to talk with you about it as well. So now is a good time. Stellar Blade, like, we had that controversy about like the women and like what clothes they're wearing, and well, not what clothes they're wearing, the clothes that Eve has. They quote unquote censored one of her clothes because I don't know why, because there's like definitely that same amount of cleavage showing on several other outfits. There's like
it was a creative decision. That's all it was. It wasn't censored. They were like, oh, I just like this better. That's what happened.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that outfit, there was nothing you could do for it for me. Like,
yeah.
I didn't think it was that good. Like, some people seem to think that, I don't know, like, you gotta be either gay or, like, you gotta, like, have like some sort of crazy ideology. Like that wasn't a great outfit. Looking at it now, like they added like the parts by her legs where it's like gray. The outfit looks ugly, and the alternate outfit of it looks ugly too because it's yellow and you can still see the gray on the legs. Don't like it. You know, I cannot.
I was gonna say I like the alternate color for it, but I still don't like the outfit.
Yeah, I mean the alternate color is cool, but like I don't like exactly. I don't like the outfit either. Perfect. You know, I'm on the same page with you. But people were saying that you know they settle and like you know just sort of like where they're trying to placate the ego of the woke West and stuff like that, and it just pisses me off because you know I have female friends who definitely play games, and you know some of them would like to be with a gamer, but like they're I think this is the right word.
Like disgusting. They're disgusting creatures. I don't.
Well, yeah,
you know.
they're exactly.
Apparently.
I want to say I think this is the right word. Precognitive notion of like a gamer dude is like rude, you know, very creepy, very weird, like but
Yeah.
like potentially racist and stuff like that. Like I just had this conversation.
According to Twitter, they'd be right.
Exactly. I just had this conversation with somebody yesterday, and I was just like, wow, yeah, like I figured this is how you know some girls would be thinking, but it's like, damn, you know, they're out here making me look bad. You know, she was saying that I was a decent dude, and you know, like she's tried dating some guys before, and it was just a no go because of like how they act, and it's like that's embarrassing, dude. Like you make a whole group of people seem like they're creepy or like they just don't have their priorities straight because of what? You want some titties? Like, you know what I mean? Like you want some titties on like a video game? I just don't understand why you just don't watch porn.
Right.
Hmm. One of my friends, you know, I'm not gonna mention his name because he he doesn't like that, but you know who he is. His name begins with an H. He he said something. I don't know if he was kidding or not, but he was like, "Why can't I indulge myself in the male fantasy while I'm playing a video game?" I'm like, you know, do you indulge yourself?
Video game. There's plenty of them.
Yeah, you know, you indulge yourself in the male fantasy every day, motherfucker. You know, like you don't have to think about like you know being sexually assaulted on the street. You don't have to think about getting less money than a woman because you know she's a woman or some shit. All you have to think about is how do I get some more booty, like more often than not. You know what I mean? Like that's like a lot of dudes like fucking. Yeah, I just realized there's a break action shotgun and like there's no like you know there's no stratagem for that shit. You know why? Because the gun sucks.
It fucking sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm sorry, I got distracted. That's how easy I get distracted, but. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking a lot here. I want to give you like room to speak on the situation too. Like, how do you feel? You know.
Shit, like I said, I know what happened. They didn't like the design, so they changed it to what they did like.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking nerds everywhere decided that the best way to announce that they have fucking erectile dysfunction was to say, "Oh, censored." Right? That's all you guys are saying to me when you say, "Oh, I need more boobs." Okay, well, I don't know. Watch, like you said, watch porn.
Yeah,
Do something other than what you're doing now. Like there are better ways. Subscribe to hymns. Is that the new fucking ED bullshit now? I don't know.
I guess hymns. What the hell is that? Yeah, man. You can go on the X videos right now, make an account for free, and they'll let you download all you want. Same with Spank Bang. Like, I'm not ashamed to like let people know. You know what I mean? Like, just get on there and get whatever the hell you want. You can search up any category. You can search up whatever, you know, and we don't have to know about it. We don't have to know how gross you are. We don't have to know like that you're playing a video game that was like meant for you to enjoy every aspect of it. Like just simply for a woman bouncing around with like jiggle physics that aren't even like accurate, you know.
Right.
Like it's insane, man. But yeah, Stellar Blade, like I'm getting tired of this argument with like people calling shit woke. Like I really really am. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it.
I get tired of people. Like I've said this before. Like why do you like calling yourself stupid? Socially sleep to the issues of the world. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Right, exactly.
It's the equivalent of I'm toxic. Okay, stop. No more of that. Just stop.
Right. It's insane, man. Absolutely insane. Damn, there's a lot of bots over there. But yeah, it's getting like proceeding like harder and harder to like actually talk about this with sane people, because it seems like the industry is getting a lot less. It's harder to find people that are like willing to speak up about it, because a lot of people are just silent about it. Like Stellar Blade exceeded sales expectations, by the way. Like,
oh yeah, I already know.
Yeah,
like it was like the #1 selling game physically in Japan, in a
really
fucking place that mainly buys digitally.
Mm-hmm. So, I didn't even know that. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Solar Blade's doing good, and hopefully, like, I'm not a fan of Ubisoft. Like I said, I think that there's a lot of things that they fuck up on that they could do better with, but I do have high hopes for stealth games. You know what I mean? Especially with ninjas. I love like one thing that I really love when I see like a swordsman is like reverse grip style. Like they do a little bit in Stellar Blade, but I seen that like on the first preview for Assassin's Creed Codename Red, and now it's like something else, and I was like, man, that's cool. I can't wait to see like the stealth details in the game. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not that interested in the samurai portion, but man, like, yeah. I still can't believe that there's.
Interest in that is Yasuke, and like I said, if I had Ubisoft Plus, I'll get it and play it. But I mean, otherwise, I probably won't touch it.
I get Ubisoft Plus just for it, honestly, because that means I could play Prince of Persia again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I never bought it. But yeah, and if I like it, who knows? Maybe I'll buy both.
Yeah.
Yeah, but gosh, I feel like I mentioned there was something else I wanted to talk about too. I don't remember what it was though. You remember?
I don't. No, I don't. I think we hit everything.
Oh, okay. Because like the X-Men '97.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, what did you think about it? Like you recently watched X-Men '92.
I guess that's what they're. I was just gonna call it X-Men.
Yeah.
I watched the OG and then I watched '97, and I pretty much went straight through. I took a little bit of a break, but I pretty much watched it straight through.
Gotcha. Yeah. And '97, did you feel like anything was off? Did you feel like it got better?
I think
worse. About the same.
Better. I think it.
You can say about the same too.
Yeah, I'll say it's about the same, but I'm gonna say too.
You killed me.
I feel like I didn't even know you were over there, so that my bad. There, now I can concentrate on talking. I'll say I feel like, especially like with what they did in Genosha in '97.
Yeah.
I think they ramped up. They ramped up the plot a lot more. Like I was telling you the other day, like. The OG, it was kind of more like Cowboy Bebop, like it had a set story, but for the most part, it was more spread out. It was a lot more spread out, but they definitely stuck to a main thing with the first season of '97, which is perfectly fine. Like I said, it's a really good season. I just said though, I think the OG was probably just as good. In my eyes.
Okay, well.
I would like to see if they carry this over to the movies, Wolverine and Storm.
Oh my god.
I know it. It hurts. but I want to say it because like I was saying, you got to be fucking aggressive with these racist people. Wolverine was all about Ororo in those episodes where he was. Shit was amazing.
Yeah.
And I need more of that. He was calling motherfuckers rednecks and shit, and he was ready to kill them. It was great.
Sorry, go ahead.
So
What's that?
That's something if they decide to go that route in the movies or later on in the in the Disney series that they're doing, they need to stick to that.
Well, I'm just gonna let you know right now.
And they need to go harder.
Well, I'm gonna let you know right now, man. That was just like one scenario. I think this nigga like has like dozens of kids, so.
Oh well, yeah, side story shit. But I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the whole thing right now is for. Oops. Was that me?
It says it was me. I don't know how, but.
I don't know who that was. I think I shot the shield a little bit, but not on purpose.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Lord.
Ruh-roh.
Get off of him. Give me his samples.
Okay. Like I said too, I'm curious to see how they handle things after Apocalypse 2, after season 2.
Right. Yeah. Well, we shall see. So you're saying that the wokeness didn't affect you?
If wokeness affects anybody in X-Men, then you've never heard of X-Men in your life.
Or you like severely missed the point?
Yeah. I had to. Actually, this guy, gamer guy that I'm following on Twitter, Paris, I had to tell him because I hope he just didn't know, but like they're based off of the civil rights movement.
Man, that nigga knew.
I have to assume that he did. And this isn't the first time where he said some
the N-word
questionable shit, and I was just like, but. I don't know. He's got one more strike before I remove that.
There's a supply thing over here, canister. I don't know what you call this thing. Yeah,
I got you.
I'm just letting you know. I really enjoyed the season personally. I didn't really watch a lot of X-Men '92 because even when it came out, it wasn't like it didn't look great.
Yeah.
Especially when you got shit like, anime coming. I was born in 93, and X-Men 92 obviously came out in 92, and all throughout the... Man, you really did that, huh?
Yeah, they were pissing me off. I kept getting hit by rockets. There's a patrol that popped up.
Yeah. There, I'm dropping the pen. But, yeah, no, I never really watched X-Men 92 like that, and plus there's like 5 seasons or something like that. It always felt like there was a lot. Every time I dropped in on it, I felt like there was a lot going on. I felt like I needed to watch like 3 seasons to figure out like what the hell is going on prior to it. But 97 felt like, I have some general X-Men knowledge. And, what's up?
You could jump right in.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. It was fun seeing my characters that I actually really do like be really good. It was fun seeing Wolverine actually able to like attack shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of like getting thrown all over the fucking place. Because every time I seen this nigga on 92, he was getting thrown unless he was fighting a robot or something.
He was getting his ass kicked in 97 too. But I mean, the thing about it is, like, even though he was getting his ass kicked, he was still doing pretty. Like like I said when we talked about this the other day, like he's still doing what he's supposed to be doing as Wolverine. Like he's not just out here getting fucking ragdolled for nothing, So that was okay with me. But man, I just noticed one day, like, he's really out here fucking getting stomped on by this fucking Sentinel.
Well, with the Creative Freedoms Plus, it's like less of a kid thing now. So like, they could like actually do more with them, but they can't do everything that what just happened.
Barbed wire. God, it does damage.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Um, yeah, he can't do still as much as like he could, like I say, like X-Men Origins Wolverine, the game, because that game was actually really tight. Um, Showing us the full potential of Wolverine in so many ways. But
Yeah.
yeah, like I just really enjoyed it. Like all the stuff that they said about like they're being woke, like yada 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 in it. Like it just never, it didn't do anything to harm it. Like if anything, it just enhanced it, and I'm glad that I was able to watch it and gain a new appreciation for X-Men.
Yeah.
Because
sure.
Lord Almighty, we need more X-Men. Like, and I'm with you. I hope that they like sort of like transfer this type of thing into like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because I gotta be honest, like I'm so tired of Marvel stuff, and I feel like X-Men would be a breath of fresh air, especially considering there's just so many stories that you could write from it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like
Well, Fox doesn't have them anymore, so now we'll get good movies and we'll get X-Men. Period. And actually, you probably haven't seen the Marvels, but they teased them at the end of that movie.
Mm-hmm.
They sent Photon to their universe, so they're going to do something with that. I hope. I don't know. They said they canceled the next Marvels movie because, ironically enough, the same people who want to see more boobs don't like women. So.
That's another thing, man. Like it's really hard to please these people because, like, they'll just say a lot of contradictory stuff. I'll sit here and say that the outfit in Stellar Blade isn't that great, and just shut the fuck up, stop being a creep. And they'll be like, "Oh, what are you, gay?" It's like, well, and it's like, dude, well, I'm playing the game with the lady with the scantily clad clothes. Like, you don't even want to pay money for it. So, like, I don't even know what to tell you. You're over here like, oh, I don't want to pay any money to this. These fucking Koreans, they're placating to the West. Like, shut up, man. You sound like a whiny baby. You sound like you need somebody to fucking change your diaper, change your bottle.
Placating to the West. Where do you live?
Exactly. You live in the West. Like, I don't know where this misconception that like Japanese games are just like like I don't know, they just think that they're just less censored or whatever. Like Devil May Cry censored some ass cheeks and uncensored it like later on, but like even still, like it shouldn't even fucking matter. Like that's not what we're here for. I feel like we should be here for like actually playing. Oh shit. Sorry. I threw my stratagem and it stuck to this enemy that was right next to me. But yeah, like we're here to play video games and we're here to have fun, and we can enjoy video games in different ways. I'm not telling you that you can't enjoy like looking at a girl, but like if that's the main reason for playing games, like you really need to like find a different hobby. You need to like get some lotion and like
a little less interactive, so you can actually do the thing that's the point of looking at naked chicks. I don't know.
Yeah, like get a Playboy magazine or some shit, man. Damn. Yeah, like people act like they could do like the hot coffee cheat or something from San Andreas. Showing my age. Like that's what they could do with Eve. She ain't doing that shit.
Right.
I think
she has a whole ass skin suit.
She does, yeah.
Called the skin suit.
I'm so glad you brought that up because I was just thinking about that the other day. I was like, you know what? This suit like is showing her skin. Like, it may not show like crevices, like cleavage and ass crack, but like it's showing her skin. So
yeah,
like you don't see her nipple, but you see all of her breasts, damn near.
Yeah. Oh no. And it's like people. Like I brought up Yasuke being in Neo, and somebody said something about that, like, oh, it really shows who's actually a gamer and who's just here bitching.
Yeah, exactly. And they'll never say that about like the I don't even know the guy's name. Curtis Jackson? Nah, that's 50 Cent. Where the fuck that dude is, that white dude from Neo 1, like like they'll never mention that.
Curtis Jackson.
I don't know that nigga's name. William. Is William something or other. Yeah, Curtis Jackson.
Shit. We gotta do some kind of editing. We gotta fucking put 50% space on William's face.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. Like, and not just 50 Cent, like 50 Cent from Bulletproof or Get Rich or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck it is. That game,
Yep.
Blood on the Sand.
Oh man.
One of these days, we should actually like play that as like a playthrough with both of us. Cause I never played it. Aaron sings his praises, and you know he's a leftist. I'm like, oh no, man, this game seems kind of racist. You know what I mean? Nah, that's just how I feel about it. This motherfucker's like going to the Middle East and just blowing shit up. Like, what's going on with him? This is like after 9/11 too, so it's like,
How much can I enjoy this without feeling bad?
man. Gosh, was there anything else we spent? That was a whole like Helldivers stage. So we have been recording for 35 minutes. Is that good with you, or is there something else you'd like to talk about? Because I'm down to talk about anything. I got time, so.
I'll add this real quick. You know, like we were talking about how people are silent in the industry about, you know, air quotes, current state of affairs. I'll add this too while I'm adding my original point. Elon's trying to get his money back. All of these fucking grifter and grifter posts that you see on Twitter with the blue check marks, they're fucking Elon bots, and he's using his bullshit AI that he's so-called developing to make his money back on this failure of an investment that is Twitter. That's how I see it. For starters, we'll start there.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, I understand people's silence in this stuff, especially in the industry, because that's potentially their job. Especially, you know, people of color and whatnot. And I had somebody on Twitter, oh, this is black people. No, I mean people of color. It's not just black people who are trying to get into the game development space. Okay, it's not just us. It's everybody. LGBTQ, Asians, Middle Easterners, everybody. Mm-hmm. But like I said, I understand. But at the same time, if my math is mathing, you know, this shit is almost like the military. We outnumber them. Start bullying them. Fuck them. If you can't sell your game or your idea to whatever publisher, then publish it yourself, or find a publisher who will, you know, take it. All of these ideas that I've seen coming up are great. South of Midnight, there's a cooking one. It's definitely an indie title. It's Indian, I want to say Hindi or Muslim. I'm sorry, I don't know the correct term I should be using for that. So Coco, yeah. we're talking. Well, if you got something stupid to say, we're gonna flame you.
Well, actually, I was about to invite you back. I didn't realize that that was like somebody else who had an SOS beacon. Yeah, I'm gonna invite you back, but go ahead, continue what you were saying.
But no, I'm just saying. Like I said, it's gotten to the point. Like I said, we gotta. The only language they understand is violence. You know, now that's not me saying, "Hey, go out and firebomb a Wendy's or something."
That's
but I mean,
saying that. No, I'm kidding.
No, just verbally. I mean, like, bully them. We're back in high school apparently, so do it up. Make them remember why they're so mad at you. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is what I'll say. I'll say this, like, yeah, we gotta start getting back up in their asses, man. Like we gotta make them feel bad for saying the things that they say that's messed up. You know what I mean? Like, we can't just let people. I mean, they're free to say what they want, but also at the same time, we're free to like retort back and like make them feel those consequences. I'm not saying to go murder someone, obviously. I'm just saying, you know, get your fucking friends, let them know, like, hey, like, this person's a clown. I had to call somebody a clown on I had to mute There we go. I had to call somebody a clown on like one of Stellar Blade's pages posts on Twitter because somebody with a blue check was saying that shit about it was catering to the woke West or whatever, and I just I just had no empathy for them. I just had to tell them like, hey man, you are an absolute clown. You telling us that you're not gonna spend any money on this game means nothing. It means nothing at all. Like
Right.
nobody cares about your fucking opinion. You look stupid. You sound stupid. You have a picture of a fucking statue up on your fucking profile picture. You look dumb. I don't know what it is with you statue motherfuckers, but like y'all gotta find like a different idol than like something that's like that doesn't fucking move or it doesn't have any fucking feeling at all.
Dead from the Civil War, from the wrong side of the Civil War. Holy shit!
Well, there's a movement going around where like these fucking alt right niggas will like go and have a picture of like a Greek statue, and I don't know, like I guess it's some sort of like a far cry back to like what they consider like a manly era in time. I don't know. It's very strange.
That's
Like
fucking hilarious, considering how like everybody fucked each other back then, but history.
very true. That's a very that's a thing that happened. Like honestly, like I don't know, man. People like that are like they're so mixed up and strange. I don't know what else to say about them. You know.
Yeah.
And what is this?
All right.
A ballistic shield. Let me tell you what. Where's my supply pack? Supply pack, railgun, and yeah, Gatling Sentry. Feeling lucky.
I'm actually really happy that oh shit, what is that game called? Zhao.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
I'm actually really happy that's getting good feedback. At least from what I've seen. I haven't been following it too well on Twitter. I still need to actually play through that game. My weekend is shot, so apparently that's gonna be a little bit harder to do. But I'm glad that people have been like super chill about that, because that probably would have pissed me off even more than what I have been. I'm trying to do better about interacting, like I said, with the bots on Twitter, the blue check marks, but I have moments of weakness.
Oh yeah, I'm aware.
It's just me.
Like,
My bad, you were waiting on me to ready up. I don't know how long.
no, you're good. I was actually looking up Zao. Like, I do want to play that game. Like, it is getting good feedback, but in the beginning, I actually seen people like bomb that shit. People were like actually thumbing down the videos. And
I saw somebody say, that DEI hire bullshit, and like I've said before, that DEI is a new dog whistle term for nigger. Yeah, I dropped a hard R. YouTube, I'm fucking black. Sue me. But I mean, it again, it goes to show these people, they don't know shit about nothing. Like,
what is DEI?
it's affirmative action, apparently. Shit, I couldn't tell you what it is. All I know is niggas are making games, and white people are mad about it.
Well, they're gonna have to stay mad, honestly.
Facts.
Like Jesus Christ, like, oh man, it's like I hate to bring up Forspoken in 2024, but like they treated that game like absolute shit, and like I have not
I'm
seen.
bringing it up every day. I want a sequel still.
I do too. That like I keep saying, I'm fair. I think that the DLC was trash, but hey, that fucking game wasn't bad, and people made it seem like it was like worse than what it was.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, and I just got done playing some Baldur's Gate this morning, and I was like, man, the shit Karlak says like is not like. It's not like, some Shakespearean shit. Like, I'll just say that. You know what I mean?
There's a couple of characters in there. Like, it's not just Karlak.
Yeah, but like, I look at Karlak sometimes and I'm like, man, you know what? If this was Frey that said this shit, oh man.
Or just started dancing randomly like every 30 seconds.
Yeah, then there's some coons that'd be like, oh, well, she dances. Why do guy black people dancing? Which Frey does dance in the game anyway, so. I mean, it's like
she sure does.
it's a dance with
That whole fucking
someone.
quick time.
What's up?
That whole quick time, I damn near forgot about it.
I forgot about it until I mentioned it, but anyway. I mean, I don't think people even got that far any fucking way. So like,
I don't think so. Wait, I mean, I'm not going to use that as a measure for game progress because that was a side mission that you unlock like at the end of the game. So, I mean, okay, I'll give you that one.
what's 3 different versions
And
of
I'll
it?
even say, like basing your like or dislike of the game off the demo, that's sort of fair because that demo, like we've talked about it, it was not fair to the game. But for the reasons people had, dialogue, she's a stereotypical black woman. No, you're just a stereotypical racist. That's all that is.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't have like the patience for people like that. And my review actually wasn't like bombed when I made the review. Like I gave that game like a pretty fair review. I thought like, I mean, looking back, maybe I should score it like a little lower, but like, I'm good with what it was. I was feeling how I was feeling in the moment, so whatever. But yeah, I gotta bring that game up every time I see a situation where people are calling something woke and like it ends up turning up being like great,
Right.
or even good. Horizon Forbidden West is still one of my favorite games ever. Motherfuckers called that game woke after it got that DLC where you can have the option to kiss a girl, and I don't even remember. It's been a long time. I don't even think I mentioned that on this channel. It's the option to kiss her, but like everybody keeps saying that there isn't an option, and there definitely is.
Yeah, I remember either you showed me the video or I saw it on Twitter. I don't know. But long story short, yes, it was an option.
Yeah, and they kept saying that it wasn't. Like, oh man, I could go on and on about that. Like, it was such a dumb critique on a game they would have otherwise said nothing about. Besides, like they think that she got fat or some shit. That's another stupid thing. I can relate that to so many things that these fucking Neanderthals be saying, man. Like, oh man, they made her fat. Like, they didn't make her fat. It was just the way the trailer looked and like the angles of her face. Like, relax. Who cares? It's a made up woman. Jesus fucking Christ. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what else to say. I'm just flabbergasted at the shit they do sometimes, dog. I really like how that thing just keeps firing at that fabricator. All right, got some supplies over here. Yeah, see, I just ran over some barbed wire, but I wasn't damaged.
It does so little, and so I mean, with that being said, it probably did damage the whole time. But like, I only had like one hit left when it killed me that last round. So,
I haven't fought a Bile Titan in a while.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, it's a good thing, but it's like that just shows how much like we don't go to Terminus. You got it.
Yeah, I'll turn it on anyway. I'll sit up here at the.
Actually, there's like a sound that goes off when you're in the right direction, I think.
Yeah.
Can't do that yet, though. Oh, wait a second. What's that back there?
It's always facing the same way. Like, it's always like a 180, so.
Did I say 360 last time and I meant 180? That was my fault.
No, I wasn't going to say nothing. I knew what you meant.
I was like, a complete 360, buddy. Oh, man. I can't wait till that gets clipped out of context. Like, yeah, as if nobody's going to watch this shit. But I'm glad that we did talk about it. Let me see. You just go to the left a little bit. Nope, opposite direction. There we go. But I think that does it for this episode, unless you had something else to talk about.
Not really. You wanted, I mean, we could talk about showcases, but that can be like another.
Oh, I'm down right now if you want to. I mean, and you got Hellblade, so hell, if you wanted to talk about that, that'd be cool.
There's nothing for me to talk about yet. It looks great. Like I said, I've only played like 20 minutes of it though, so.
I'm play that shit tonight and make you jealous. Like, yeah, I beat it. It's shorter than the last one.
I was gonna say it's like 3 hours long. I'll be okay.
Yeah. So showcases, like, what were you expecting?
Uh, Shit, I don't know. Xbox is like the first week of June, I want to say. I'm hoping for Gears. Uh, People are talking about Xbox 360 era JRPGs. RPGs rather. They're all RPGs. Some of them are just from Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to do better about not calling them that since they don't like that. So hopefully that means like a Blue Dagger remaster. I'm playing through Lost Odyssey right now. Hopefully that gets remastered. I really want to play Magna Carta. I never got the chance to get that physically, so I can't play it via backwards compatibility.
Mm.
Hopefully we get to see some Fable. I said Gears already. Hopefully we see some more of South of Midnight. That game, like we didn't even get like gameplay, but that looks hella fun. I really want to see more of that.
Nothing. You don't want to see anything on Hades 2?
I don't give a shit about Hades 2.
It's on early access right now. Somebody had to tell me it was in early access because I was not paying attention.
Yeah. No thanks.
Yeah, I mean, I like the art, but that's about it. That's all you're getting from me. But
yeah, I like the art for the black people. Everybody else, I don't want to say they look bad, but
what do you mean it's the same art style?
What's up?
What do you mean it's the same art style?
Yeah, it's the same art style, but like, okay, so, oh, and I forgot her name that quick, but the forest lady from the first
you're not
one.
Back?
No. I don't know what happened. I thought you threw one down.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, Forest Lady, her design was super cool. And Ares was cool. Who else was there? There were a couple of black characters. What the fuck?
I mean, does it matter that much? Like, so there's no character Greek descent you liked?
No, not really. And on top, and not that I didn't like them, they didn't pop out as much as the other characters that I did like. And I mean, I guess that goes without saying. But other than that, the game just fucking was not that good. And I think that's what most of it was for me, was the game was overhyped. It's not a bad game. I'm going to stop saying that. It's not a bad game. It was just overhyped. People were super down bad for whatever reason. When did that game come out? Like, was it during COVID? Was it a time where shit was just like really dry?
I want to say it was. It was like it came out the same year as like Remake. I know that. I feel like
it came out super far away from Remake then, because there's no fucking way
it won Game of the Year
around the same time as Remake, and people only talked about Hades.
Well, they won Game of the Year, and I was just like, all right.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah.
It was not that good of a game, not by any means. It was okay. Like, I played through it.
I don't really care for roguelikes, is what I found out.
And then there's that. Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
You good?
Yeah. I threw a sentry in a spot and like it didn't land where I wanted it to.
Hopefully PlayStation that has a showcase.
I don't know what they could show. Like, honestly, I'm looking for Stellar Blade 2. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Like, I love that game. I'm like, very close to platinuming it. So,
I like it a lot more than what I thought I was gonna. I'll say that.
Yeah.
And I like it a lot more like when I first started playing it, like I told you, like at first I didn't think that shit was worth $70.
Yeah, I killed
After
myself
beating it,
accidentally.
it was worth every penny. Playing through it again now is very slowly, by the way. Playing through it again now, like you said, I do love it. It's a great game. I
Yeah,
would definitely put it as a contender for Game of the Year.
it,
Now, I'm gonna say that spot is or that spot is still saved for
50 meters.
Rebirth. I get them confused.
it's Rebirth.
Final 7 Re 2.
Yeah,
Uh, but I'll definitely if I see it in the running, I won't be mad.
yeah, no, I got you. I really like Rebirth. Um, and I really like Stellar Blade. Honestly, oh, wait, I don't want to do that. I want to look around a bit. I'm going this way. Um, I like Rebirth. Obviously, I platinum it too. Like, the game is fun. I still need to make. I was gonna make a tutorial for like Kate Sith because, honestly, yeah, it kind of needs a little bit of a tutorial. I think it's like hard to get a handle on. Um,
Yeah,
and like there's just so much you could do in that game, and I love the variety of it 100%.
yeah,
I like Stellar Blade too. There are some things that hold it back. I feel like I could do a review on Stellar Blade better than I can Rebirth. So I am going to review Stellar Blade, but I think one of the biggest things for me in Stellar Blade is like the combat system is like super cool, but like in some areas like it's like not as good as it could be. Like when it comes to like reaching for your gun and then like your reticle like disappears and shit
yeah.
for like targeting on to something. It's like I don't like that, you know.
I think I'll say because they're mainly like mobile games. So for their first outing into like the AAA space,
Good
I think they
job.
did really good.
Yeah, I 100%. I'm sitting here like good job. You guys did your damn thing.
Yeah,
And honestly, I hope Sony does acquire them. Like this is why I mean when I say organic growth. It's cool that they gave this studio a chance. They gave them some money. They gave them hella resources. They made a product that was really nice. Now will be a good time to be like, hey, you guys want to like just work with us? Because you made
yeah,
like one of our biggest breakout games, and like it'd be nice to have a Korean fucking studio.
yeah.
You know, I think that would be awesome. But anything else, I don't know what I'd be looking forward to from Sony right now. Like I'm so gamed out, like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, this year has been actually really dense. And it's still like going. For me it is anyway. Like there's still stuff coming that I want to play. So I don't know. And luckily, like they've said, is it this year and or next year? Like they don't have any first party coming. Uh I can see where people would think, oh, that's terrible. But that doesn't mean that they just don't have games coming. Like there's still third party and indie developers developing for PlayStation.
Yeah,
So I mean, you're gonna have games, but I it gives me more peace of mind knowing that they don't have anything coming. Uh, big stuff. The Last of Us Part 3 or fucking
Last of Us
Uncharted 76. But
Uncharted 97, like X-Men. Nah, but I don't know. Like Last of Us, they got that Zionist up there. No, cause I mean,
oh yeah,
God damn it. I mean, I'm probably gonna play the game, but I'm not gonna be happy that this motherfucker's in charge. But but that's as long as they don't do nothing crazy. Like I don't know. Like it would be really in poor taste of him to like put some shit involving like you know the current struggle is going on right now. Like that's something that I wouldn't like. What's up?
no, I was just gonna say I don't think anybody would do that. I would hope nobody would do that.
There's a bunker over here.
Now, if he does, then what's Sony's move? Because I would imagine they're already on the wire now for even entertaining the thought of another game from Naughty Dog. That would be under his
Supervision.
inspection, for lack of a better word. But
Yeah.
if they did some kind of flashback or some type of dialogue between Dina and anybody, oh yeah, I remember my uncle fought the Palestinians, blah blah blah. And, okay, well, even just that is holy shit.
Yeah.
Parking location.
Oh shit. What is it? 151. All right. Well, I think
Like
I think this is a good place to call it, man. If you guys enjoyed the pod, let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, hit us up. Let us know if there's something that you want us to talk about. We're down to talk about pretty much anything. I know I am.
Yep.
Yep. So, take it easy and don't be racist.